Hendrick Chevrolet of Alex Bowman on the outside is going to shove Blaney to the lead.
Here they come, side by side down the front straightaway. Blaney will pull away. He'll take the lead. Let's see if, one car spins. Back up at Kyle Busch. Comes up, and a major pileup. Harrison Burton into the wall. Ryan Preece into the wall. Ricky Stenhouse into the wall. A.J. Allmendinger takes a spin. Kyle Busch takes the biggest lick of everybody. That car is tore up. That's not going to stop him from gassing it up to the point of killing it maybe, but it is tore up as he finally slows down and rolls down to the apron.
Caution on the speedway for the 6th time for a problem going off into turn 1, Dave. We've talked about it so many times. You fan out wide, but you got to get back to, at minimum, double wide by the time you get to turn 1.
They were 3, 4, 5 wide coming into turn 1, Alex, and Kyle Busch just really got shoved all the way down to the apron. Not left side tires on the line or even a little bit below it, but really almost all 4 below the yellow line. He got turned sideways in the face of the field, came up and walloped the outside wall. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is not going to pull away. Kyle Busch certainly not going to pull away. The rest of them, Harrison Burton at a very slow pace is limping away. The rest of them were able to refire and pull away here in turn 1.
Ryan Preece also got a piece of that. If you're just joining us, Kyle Busch has had a miserable day from the get-go. They were ready to start the race, noticed an oil leak under the car. They had to replace an oil line. And to do that, they had to take the diffuser off the back of the car. It was done in the garage. They got that car pushed late to the grid, then had to go to the back of the pack because of an unapproved adjustment. They've been laboring around mid to back pack, and then on that restart gets turned to the bottom of the racetrack. Dave, what a move there that others made, but this is a day where Kyle Busch's day started bad, never got good, and just went worse from there.
Yeah, started bad, got worse. I think that's the best way to describe it, Mike, no doubt about it. And you're exactly right. There were some amazing moves made further back in traffic to try and make their way through the melee. There's debris all over the racetrack here in turn number 1. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has climbed out of his car. He'll get in and take the mandatory ride to the care center. Kyle Busch long ago climbed out of his vehicle. As you might expect, not a happy camper.
No, not whatsoever. Todd Gordon, we have had the benefit of looking at multiple replays on NASCAR TV, and I don't believe it was a mistake by the driver that initially started spinning.
No. Kyle Busch was down in a lane that should have entered the corner fine. Corey LaJoie looked like he was trying to get a lane lower, realized he was running out of room. He came up and was not clear of the back bumper, got the left rear and hooked the 8 car down on the apron.
Now, this is going to benefit a handful of drivers. On that pit stop back on lap 117, we had 4 drivers, contenders even, to get busted for speeding on the pit lane. Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs, and Daniel Suarez. They restarted 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. After this multi-car crash, they're now 21st, 22nd, 25th, and 26th. It's worth going back and visiting. We bring up Section 7, Zone 7, on the pit lane for speeding there. With those 4 drivers, add 2 others earlier today, we've had 6 drivers get busted for speeding in Section 7 of the pit lane. Todd, explain what the sections are and how NASCAR determines if you're speeding or not.
So we don't have speedometers. We don't have radar guns down here. So what NASCAR does is down pit road, about every 100 to 200 feet, there's a timing loop that's cut into the ground. And that's the transponder that's on the car, runs across these. So here at Pocono, there's like 18 loops on pit road. And they're going to be somewhere, say, in the realm of 200 feet. So NASCAR knows that at 55 or 59.9 miles an hour, because that's actually the point at which you get a speeding penalty, in order to run that speed over that distance, there's a certain time that's associated with that. So any time that time ends up being less than that number, it triggers a flag up there and calculates their speed